Oh, it's number 4.
Matey.
Welcome. Oh, once again, good evening, good morning, good lunchtime, good night. I'm co-host Kev, joined by, as always, the illustrious Kizzasaurus.
I've decided to come back.
He's back.
It's going well.
With an absolute vengeance. An absolute vengeance. Kizza, number 4, mate. Well, is it halfway to a ton? A half ton? A quarter ton?
We'll probably get
6 ton.
We'll get 50 in the books and then see if we can move from the basement.
Call it a day.
No, they're taking over.
No, number 4. Big news to share with everyone, but let's start with you, Kizz, because I'm a completely selfless guy. How was your week, mate? What's been going on?
Been very good. I was very image conscious this week.
Why? What are you talking about?
The beard sculpted, the hair worked on.
Yeah, you did.
By my barber.
I'm tell you
I have
what.
a barber. I have a guy.
Can you turn to camera 4?
Which one? There's about 80.
Can you turn to camera 44? Check out that line. Check out that line that he's thrown in there. That's fresher than a coat of wet paint.
Did you get all that feedback when I knocked the mic about 8 times?
No, I'll turn that right down.
You can edit that, right?
That looks amazing.
No, I thought
beard trim?
Yeah, beard trim. Got the cutthroat razor as well.
Yep.
Got all the trimmings. I just thought better be image conscious because we're going places, climbing the podcast ladder.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So I don't want to look like a complete mess.
No, it looks good. Looks really, really good, Kizz.
Whatever, it's just nothing.
I mean, we touched on this last week. I'm a green-eyed monster when it comes to beards.
You'll get there.
I can't do it.
This is about 14 or 15 months.
I can't do it. The best I can do, as I said last week, the best I can do, neck beard or moustache, and then you know what the outcome is? Don't go within 200 metres of a school.
Of a school. So creep either way. Weirdo with neck hair.
Just get me an old set of Oakley Sunnies, a couple of darts, and I'm sweet with that beard.
What are you doing?
No, nothing, mate. Nah. Do you know if anyone lives here or what?
Stranger danger.
You remember the old? What were they like? The yellow triangles that were on people's letterboxes
That Healthy Harold taught us about.
Something like that.
Yeah,
could you imagine those these days?
Yeah, and it was like there was a green one too, where that was like 3 faces. It was like
that's bin night, mate.
Yeah. No, I just distinctly remember there's a yellow one, and Healthy Harold taught us about. Did you have Healthy Harold?
Yeah, we had Healthy Harold.
Gloucester?
Yep, we had Healthy Harold.
Gloucester, right?
Gloucester, that's right. Gloucester, the palatial. Gloucestershire. We had Healthy Harold. We had the bikes that would come. And they'd have
in the
like
big trailer.
55,000 bikes in the back of their trailer. I'd bring my own. I'd bring my own bike.
You were that kid. I knew it.
Yeah.
I had a bike, but then
just doing wheelies everywhere.
Yeah, Dad's like, I'm not throwing your bike in the car and then taking you up to school. And I'm going to get to work.
Oh, thanks, parents. Jeez.
Then you had to wear that one-size-fits-all helmet that's been in about 8 kids' head.
Nope, not me. Brought my own.
Oh, God.
Brought my own bike. Brought my own helmet.
Malvern Star?
No, it was a Apollo.
Oh.
Apollo.
I don't know what I had.
Front suspension, no rear. They didn't really have those back in the day unless you spent $1 million.
I think I had a 10-speed. It was this blue thing. Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Yeah, really. Was that like one of your best sort of bikes?
No, I had a red. Even though it was slow, I had a red BMX, like a proper BMX.
Yep.
You know, and
what brand was that? What model?
Oh, no idea.
What model you running?
Oh, I don't know.
Mine, I had a yellow, like a metallic yellow. With chrome hangers and forks. Whoa. Free agent.
Oh, do you know what I wanted so bad was the pegs?
I had those.
Oh man, yep. I wanted them so bad.
I used to put them only on one side though, so that people would think if I was down at the local park, I could go up and just land on one side and then drop back in.
Because I was fairly self-important as a child.
There's no way. In the end, I ended up putting them on the back wheels, and I used to one of my tricks is I'd pedal, and then I could stand back onto the back pegs and pull up for maybe like half a meter, a manual they call that.
in the game.
Oh, Farm Boy. What else did I have? I had 1.5 TV channels, ABC. So on a Wednesday night, you'd watch the Glass House with Hughesy back in the day, which was hilarious.
Will Anderson,
Corinne Grant, Dave Hughes. Oh, it's coming back.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So and that was when Hughesy was funny. Before he sold out and went all commercial.
I do enjoy these. We have a problem show a little bit, but it's mainly the guests, the panelists, not him.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him anymore. I think what was funny was
Is it because he's a vegan now and you threw shade at them last week? It's all coming together.
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think he just works on that ochre Aussie bogan type of thing a bit hard. And it was funny to start with.
I mean,
here's me telling one of Australia's most successful comedians. Yeah, you know what I reckon?
Yeah, he's no good.
Nah, sold out,
Yeah.
mate.
Tell Carl Barron that, working on that ochre Australia.
There you go.
Actually, no, he's got a bit something to him.
Do you know I looked on Carl Barron's Instagram the other day?
Mm.
He had like 1,500 followers.
Really? We can catch him.
I was gutted. I wanted to DM him and go, mate, do you need some PR done? I'm happy to run something for you. Sponsor the pod.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, sponsor the pod. See if I care.
I watched a movie with Carl Barron. It was about him being a stand-up.
Oh,
yeah.
I've seen
it. Was kind of somber. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I just, those ones you just flick on and like, what's this? And then you kind of get stuck.
I saw the shorts and I thought, actually, you know what? If you're a stand-up comedian, you've probably got, a lot of them, they have a lot of darkness in them. So I thought that's probably like something that's in there with him.
That's one thing I've picked up is you kind of a budding stand-up. If you just take that plunge, maybe.
Thanks.
You might not be dark enough, unless I don't know some stuff. But you always hear that...
I can have a dark side if you want me to.
But you hear people on like Mark Maron's podcast or any comedian... They've always got a side.
Oh, mate, you don't want to be in here when the lights go off, mate.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, bedtime.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Lucky I get out of here through the garage door.
Yeah, when the clown stops singing, sometimes.
Wow, that's dark.
Yeah. See, I can be dark.
Can we move on?
No, it's all good.
No, but welcome back to our BMX and comedian enthusiast podcast.
Yeah. Well, Jerry Seinfeld's got comedians in cars. We could have...
On pushies.
Subpar comedians, wannabes on pushies.
Doing manies through the town centre.
Speaking of manies,
have
you seen the latest Chris Lilly Netflix?
I haven't. I had a weird reaction.
I've knocked it out.
Yeah?
10 episodes done.
Oh, it's only 10.
It's only 10.
There's heaps of
But Summer Heights High was only 8.
Yeah, I just looked at the characters and assumed that because there was about... is there like 7 or 8 different characters?
I think it's 6.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
Oh, okay, it is.
You've got to go into it...
I'm sure.
The first couple... I think because you're going there with such high expectation and...
Off the back of Summer Heights.
Off the back of Summer Heights and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
but honestly, he is an absolute master of, human observation and what we do and all that sort of stuff. But it is... fucking hilarious.
Really?
It is brilliant.
I saw a few things. It's so hard to filter through like the bullshit of like, is it good or not? I just wanted someone to tell me just like that. I watched it, all eps, and I liked it.
Yep.
Because people are really hung up on is there a South African lady that's kind of blackface, like he's put the skin
No,
colour
it's
on?
not blackface at all.
No, that's all. I read an article.
It's a white woman.
Yeah. Okay.
No, see, that's clickbaity, looking to be offended by something.
And there was another one they were raging on about, and
I've been practicing, purely off the back of that character, I've been practicing my South African all week. I say to Lola, come here, my darling.
My darling.
Come here. Yes, my darling.
Blood diamond.
Yes, okay. Go to mummy.
It's very hard to do a good South African.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
DiCaprio, Blood Diamond, phenomenal.
Is it the bad guy in Die Hard? He was South African? So I should have done some research before I come.
No, mate, don't let us
research-free zone.
Don't let us stop us now.
There's a few facts from the previous pods that I should have brushed up.
No, it's honestly, it's a great series. He's got young Gavin, 12, 13-year-old kid.
What's his shtick?
Dope as fuck.
Oh, he's a bit like a millennial.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's got his Instagram page.
Okay. So
Sea Lord. I didn't say it purely in case YouTube decide to not like that.
Sponsors want to take the explicit off us and control us.
He's a weapon.
Yeah, right.
He's an absolute weapon. But like a lot of his series, it's actually some underlying little messages through his plots. So
his writing's phenomenal.
He's
his
brilliant.
Performance.
Yep.
But you ask any high school teacher, and I distinctly remember
I can
from
imagine
high school
be on the playground in an instant.
Yeah, like you could see that kid, and more specifically because I've only seen the shorts. Jonah, we all had a kid like Jonah 100%. From Tonga. 100%. The way he would argue.
Country town, New South Wales. Yeah. Wasn't from Tonga, but you can probably guess where they were from.
So
very local. Let's just say that.
Was it Gavin? It wasn't Jonah, was it?
We'll just leave it.
Yeah. Yeah, but the whole like puck you and the way he would like procrastinate and deflect, you laugh and then you're like, oh, I went to school with this kid. Like the way they would try and get out
that
of
kid.
Oh, wait. Okay, let's be honest.
I'll tell quick story.
Yeah,
quick story. We had a maths teacher called Mr. Hunt with a H.
Oh no.
Okay, low hanging fruit. Of course, we went there, but
you're above that then.
We were above that then. Yeah, I always tried to punch up with my comedy, even in year 8 maths. He was, I don't know, 175 years old back when I was in year 8, and we had demountables. So, like every other school back in the late 90s, early 2000s
in country New South Wales.
In country New South Wales, and he was so old that I used to sit up the back, of course, and I would chuck my bag out the window when he's right on the board, jump out the window, come back around and up the stairs, knock on it. Sorry, I'm late, sir. Walk back in, grab a seat.
Huh?
I could do that like 2 or 3 times a class until one day the fucking Japanese teacher saw me, ratted me out.
He'd been falling for it since then.
Yes, mate.
Oh, no.
But also I thought maybe he's just that old. He's seen it before. He knows what I'm doing. He's not going to stop his class. He was just ticking boxes.
And he's at that age where he's like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
But he wasn't even at retirement age. Like, he was looking back on retirement. Side note, why do maths teachers go from graduating uni to 55 to 60 years old? Have you seen a 30-year-old maths teacher? Well, I think it's the numbers game, because you show me a young accountant and
yeah, true.
I'll do a lot of things.
Yeah. For sponsors too. We'll do anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, accountants are the same. I don't think that's a hip and young profession. I could be very wrong.
Yeah.
But
send us an email.
You are right though. A maths teacher. The only young teachers are PE teachers trying to fuck the students.
Oh my god, that's like a goal. They just see that as like a gold mine for them.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do when I leave school. I don't know. I'll just become a PE teacher.
I don't actually want to leave, so might as well just get myself back in there.
Yes. Get 4 years away from it, come back in.
And like, what about if while we're on it, a geography teacher's always kind of a bit different?
They got a beard.
Oh,
and BO.
Beard
and
they're
BO.
a bit natural because they're probably a bit earthy.
Yeah.
Hemp shorts, like cargo shorts and
I
stuff.
saw one of the biggest blow-ups in a public school system you've ever seen once.
Really?
A guy in my class was, I don't know, just being a 15, 16-year-old kid. And
a proper prick.
Oh, yeah. That C word we talked about before.
Yeah.
Anyway, the teacher spun around and he goes, Simon, give it a break.
And
the kid looks at him and goes, have a Kit Kat. The teacher just went ballistic.
So he could have told him to F off and it would have got that reaction. But
I don't think it would have even got that reaction. He went
amazing.
Ballistic.
Yeah. Teacher blow-ups are amazing.
Phenomenal. And you sit there going,
shout out to my missus who is a teacher.
Good on her. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I was, I mucked up and wasted time, but I was always trying to get the lols. I wasn't trying to be, disruptive to be
we would have been exactly
rude.
The same. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, hey, if I can make this teacher laugh, which a lot of the time I could, but a lot of the time I got sent out as well. Yeah. So it was very hit and miss.
I saw them as just like my older siblings, like my brothers, if I was trying to make them laugh.
Yeah.
And they would come in and I'd be saying, I don't know, pick some elderly person topic and just trying to, and they kind of like the comedy was in the fact that, wait, you're 14, why are you talking to me about how hard life is at 35?
Oh, bloody kids. Mortgage.
Yeah, that's kind of when...
Oh, the shoulders are slowing me down.
Darren over there has been... Oh, geez, he's a nuisance. Oh, I'm just trying to pay my bills and, that sort of thing. And they laugh. But
yeah, the classic, stop it, I'm trying to learn.
In between when I put the dusters on the fan and flicked it on a high. So
classic.
I still remember that year 6 and I didn't get to go on the Bridges excursion.
Really?
Anzac Bridge, Sydney Bridge. Didn't get to see any of it.
I wouldn't have cared anyway. I hated excursions.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. Although there was 4 of us that were doing it in different classes and we all got held back together, put us in the same room for detention while they all went on the excursion.
Ridiculous.
Idiots.
That's like getting the A team of naughty children and stick them in one room. Righto, boys, come up with a plan. How can you be more disruptive next week?
And combine our powers and be put in the same room for a substitute teacher.
Yeah, the substitutes. It was, it's kind of like any school, the unwritten law is if a teacher's late to class, free period.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bounce, see ya.
Yeah.
And they'll come and get you when you're in the quad. Nah, sorry, you were late. I'm flat out, mate.
You had one chance.
I'm scratching this stussy sign into this table. Would you fuck off?
The old surf.
I'm writing corn with a backwards R. Get out of here.
Amazing.
I'm trying to come up with a unique and original tag.
It involves my initials in some formation.
How do I get Kevin into something cool?
The other one was, and it's a heaps popular meme on Facebook, and that is when a teacher would wheel the TV in on that. It was like a VCR and TV. When it's like, bingo, here we go.
Yep.
It's like you turn the lights off, put the thing on, and just sit there and nod off.
As an adult, you look back, they were hungover, hey?
Probably.
Without a doubt.
100%.
Of course they were.
Well, they're just so broken and fed up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We had a music teacher who used to do that a bit. We had an English teacher. This will sum me up in an instant of how much of a prick I was at school. We had the Christmas break, and she left Mrs. Merchant.
Mm-hmm.
When we came back, she returned Ms. White.
Oh.
So there'd been a divorce.
I thought you were going to say marriage, but divorce. Okay.
No. She left a Mrs., came back a Ms.
Oh, sorry, of course, yep.
Yeah. So my little brain went, perfect.
She's single. I mean.
No. I thought, this is fantastic. Now, my eldest brother, she didn't like. So, of course...
Oh, there was multiple buntings at the one school.
There was, yeah. Now, my first eldest brother was a pretty good student. Then my second eldest brother, who knows what happened. Then I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was pretty good at English. I was pretty good. I never tried, I think, which did their head in, and I always did pretty good in tests.
That would get them too.
Not top of the tree, of course, but enough that
just
they went,
enough.
oh, great.
You're not the dummy and you're not the ducks.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe I was the duck's nuts.
Yeah.
Just under there somewhere. But, so of course it was, she said, I'm Ms. White now. Of course everyone conformed like a bunch of losers.
Yeah.
No, you're still Mrs. Merchant.
Sheep.
Mrs. Merchant, what's this? What's the it's Ms. White.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Do you want to delve into that, or?
Yeah. Do you want to? Is everything all right?
Yeah. Come, have a seat.
Did you have to break bank accounts, or did you always have them separate? Maybe that was the problem.
Hey, come see me at lunch. We'll have a chat.
So I don't know. I just thought, hey, that could be an easy target.
Mm.
But that says a lot more about me than her, and that I was a little prick.
Yeah. She was vulnerable, been through a huge moment.
You know what? I'll say it now. Sorry, Miss White. My bad.
She might be our second ever email.
Did you ever have a hot teacher?
Yeah. What do you call them? Like when they're at uni and they come in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I distinctly remember one now, still from primary school.
Yeah, we had a hot teacher that came. She was an English teacher. She was probably all of, I don't know, when you're 15, you think they're like 40, but she was probably all of 25.
Yeah, it was
maybe
just
late
fresh
20s.
out of uni.
Yeah, she was fresh out. And she was smoking hot.
Yeah, it's very distracting.
Oh, and, she would wear plunging, but not too plunging. So it was like, oh, come on, tone it down. But plunging enough where your 15-year-old brain's going...
No, just the student teachers. Everyone else was pretty rotten, actually, now that I think about it. Might have helped my grades if they, spruced up a bit.
Well, it's funny because you have a dress up and it's always, I'm a sexy teacher, I'm a sexy nurse. They're the things,
In real life, I haven't
but girls,
seen either.
if you had a funeral that was dressed up a girl that goes a sexy someone,
pallbearer.
Yeah. I'm a sexy corpse.
Oh, it's so good.
Anyway, well, that's a nice little intro. We got way off track.
Yeah, way off track there.
Welcome, number 4. We're four deep into it now. There's no turning back. I've had fun actually. We've had some good. We've had some actually pretty good downloads. We've had some good feedback.
Yeah, a few views on YouTube.
Yeah, we're rolling in it now.
Yeah. What's how many emails? Any emails?
No.
Oh, okay. Sweet. You didn't get mine then?
Junk.
Yeah, junk. Damn, I knew it would go to spam. No, I'm having a blast. I've got a few things for you this week too. So
yes, good.
Normally,
I've been busy this week, and we'll get into that in a second as to why. But I've kind of left it in Kizz's hands, and
idiot,
it's probably going to be the world's best podcast now. And I've been trying to be a control freak the whole time.
Top of iTunes charts or down in flames and kicked off iTunes. So I don't know.
No, let's get into it. Righto, Kizza. Should I just hand the keys over to you, mate?
Well, you are normally up the front of the horse and cart and, I
am the horse, some say. Ask the wife.
But before I do we talk about your news or do we leave it?
Nah, let's talk about it.
Okay.
I'm so excited. So
what is it?
So last couple of episodes we've been talking about the wife's expecting.
Yep.
The wife's expecting. The wife's expecting. So I got a new car.
Yeah.
No, he arrived.
She is pissed.
The boy, yeah, she's fuming. No, the boys arrived. He came on Monday, very wee hours of the morning.
Ruined the long weekend.
Yeah, actually, no, it wasn't too bad,
Yeah.
to be honest, because we got a couple of roasts in at Nana's place, lamb roasts, and I, could have a few beers, didn't have to worry. But it was the weekend. It was imminent because you could kind of tell she was, it was all happening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got here early hours of Monday morning. Sunday night, you kind of tell something was going on, and we called Nana. She came over, went up to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, side note, great excuse to speed.
Yeah, you did say that the other week.
Yeah.
Did you have a few frothies under your belt?
A couple.
You promised yourself you'd only go mid-range.
I probably would have gone low range.
So RBT, they run the numbers down the bottom, red, green. Oh, I would pick you 0.65 if you just over or just under.
I can hold it pretty well. I reckon I
Yeah.
would have been there or thereabouts.
Yeah, one cruise and I'm in the ones.
One Bacardi breezer, I'm anyone's. No, so we so I was flying over there in the Hilux. I was throwing the challenge out to the universe. Come on, coppers.
Try and get me.
Arrest me.
Just down the main street, and there's like 6 cars chasing you like OJ down the highway.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
So yeah, anyway, we got there and a couple of hours. I won't go into all the details, obviously, but she absolutely powered through it.
A warrior, I think you used the word. A boss.
I said to you, Kizza, if you ever want to just fall more in love with your wife and sort of respect how much women go through it, go and spend the night in a maternity ward, watch your wife give birth, and then afterwards listen to the other women give birth as well.
Yeah.
And it'll shift your paradigm around what goes on.
That goes into the theory I have about men
equal pay. No.
Oh, fuck that. Jesus. No, about it all stemmed from when I went and saw Beyonce in concert with Naomi. If we want to wind it back a bit.
Yeah, mate, I get it. The shoes on her feet she bought. Fine.
But men, if we're honest, we serve one purpose in procreating, and we're just a bunch of dumb idiots.
We're absolutely
finding our way in the world.
We're just apes, just knuckle dragging apes. Just
hey Kev, hey.
Yeah.
Just noises. We could communicate with noises.
Not even.
Not
just clink of a schooner glass rubbing together.
Taps on the wall.
Oh.
But then women, they're better, and it's just
Yep.
you look at them give birth and everything they do within daily life, and it's like, yeah, we're just nothing. We're just idiots.
We're absolute idiots. But with every gift comes a curse.
Yeah, that's true.
Hormones. No, so he arrived. He's an absolute weapon. He was a big fella too. He was about 4 kilos, which is 9 pound, up near 9 pounds, just shy of 9 pound.
Well, he didn't crack 10.
Didn't crack 10, mate. Not like you big fella.
Yeah, I was 10.9.
That is that's like a toddler.
I was swole.
Mr. Universe over here.
Yeah.
Your mum gave birth to a toddler.
No wonder she really resents me. When she looks me in the eye, I'm like, yeah, there's resentment there.
You ruined my body.
Everyone else was really tiny, and then out of the 5 kids, I was 10.9.
You probably were a triplet.
Yeah.
You just absorbed them.
You've got triplets. Oh, wait, there's only one.
You had triplets.
Spill I didn't crack 11. I would have been in the newspaper.
That's
everything.
a monster.
Yeah.
I was 9.8. No, hang on. Yeah, I was 9.8. What were you? 10.8.
10.9.
So you had 1.1 on me.
Yeah, like I said, I was swole. I was training.
Jesus, bulking.
So the baby's here.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep.
Young
Day 3, is it now?
No, day 2.
Day 2.
Day 2. Young Bryson, we called him.
Nice.
Young Bryson. He's a handsome little chappy too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All in proportion.
Well,
oh, no.
Not quite. Not quite.
Sorry, I mean, when you look at their face, they tell
Oh, yeah, that's aesthetically pleasing.
That's it, aesthetically
but
pleasing.
He's definitely a boy. Let's just put it that way.
That a boy.
Do you know what? When we had Lola, so first baby, everyone would say, "Oh, you're hoping for a boy, mate. You're hoping for a boy." And to be honest, I was like, "No, not really. I want a girl. Like, I want to have a little fairy princess flying around the house, and I just think they're easier. And also, I was a little boy once. They're fucking disgusting.
They're disgusting and they stink.
I was horrible.
And I want a little girl so I don't look weird wearing my fairy outfits.
It's like Jess is like, oh my God, what are you going to do when he's a teenager? Like, and he closes his door and stuff. I said, knock.
Definitely knock for your sanity.
Yeah, just knock. That's what we're going to do.
Nah, teenage boys are disgusting.
Oh, grubs.
They are.
Absolute grubs. And, so it's... but anyway, so he's here. We're just so in love with him. He's an absolute champion. He's just been...
Oh, it's awesome. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you, mate.
When's he going to have a golf stick in his hand?
Yeah, I'm going to get him measured up next week at Drummond.
Drummond.
Drummond Golf. Other stores are available unless they sponsor us.
What was Tiger? He was a prodigy, wasn't he? Was he like 2 and he was like...
Yeah, 2 or 3. He was on that show putting, like a
right.
late night show.
Oh, there's like YouTube clips in there. And
Yeah. Well, it's...
Little Bryson... Yeah, I mean, no pressure, but if it's 4 or 5 and you're starting, you're a bit late.
Bit late, mate. Go to your room.
And Mum and Dad want to retire early.
Yeah. No, he's we'll see. Just as like, he could be into horses. I said, not.
No. Unless he's a high-ranking jockey in Asia.
Yeah, unless he's training pink eyes.
Oh, you're doing a much better job than whoever is now.
Yes. Absolutely.
So what have you changed? You got 2 kids now. Yeah,
it's a bit of a trip, to be honest, because before it was like, you just got a kid, you get home, you have 1 kid to worry about. Now you've got 2, and they're pretty close. So there's only 18 months. So essentially, they're both babies, really.
Yeah.
So it's and young Lola, when she first saw him, there were some tears because Dad's holding this other baby, and then
what's this bullshit?
And Mum couldn't really pick her up at that stage because she was obviously recovering from birthing this.
Oh, she's still milking it, is she?
This walking penis. And,
so a little bit of friction there.
Yeah, so she's... anyway, plenty of love. We got her some little presents and trying to make her feel all welcome and good, and she's warming to him.
Maybe I'll throw a hissy fit. I want a present.
Where's my fucking present, mate?
No, that's awesome. So all went well. New baby. He's upstairs currently.
Yep, he's probably on the breast
as
we speak because they're breasts now.
Oh, not boobies.
No, they're not mine anymore, mate. They're not boobs. They're not tits. They're breasts.
They should have a function.
They do. Yeah, keeping a child alive. Yeah, pretty important.
No,
we can do nothing.
Yeah.
So anyway, but they said, the in-laws came over and the wife's sister and brother-in-law and whatnot came over and they said, hey, how you feel? Tough night? Like, was it rough? I don't know, mate. I was in the spare room for 9 hours.
You prick.
Got to be fresh for the pod.
Oh, it's so good. Yes, babe, I know Bryson's here. It's all exciting, but we got the pod tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got notes.
I actually need some rest.
Yeah.
So
selfish.
Yeah, you had a baby. Women do that every day.
Seen heaps of them up there.
Yeah. You're not special. Jeez.
Give it a rest.
Yeah, no, anyway, he's here, so he's good. So it's the pod's first baby.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So he could sponsor us, maybe.
Yeah.
Pull his hand out of his pocket.
Just go through your wallet and it'd be funding yourself.
Yeah, it's good. Couple of kiddies now. Mouths to feed.
Yeah.
This thing better fucking pick off. Tell you what.
No, it will.
Yeah,
I swear. Promise.
It will. But anyway, Kizza, you'll be there, mate. When do you reckon you'll go for it?
Oh, it's been 10 years now. No sign of
Halfway?
it yet. Another couple decades.
Yeah.
No, soon. We are very keen because this whole stigma of you got to do everything in the right order and that sort of thing. But
no.
If a fucking baby boomer try to buy a house in this climate, you got to do that first.
Yeah. I would definitely say the best thing, if you can, and I get it, not everyone can, but if you can, get your house, of course.
Well, I got that tick
because that's the security, really.
Yeah.
But and I understand it. Not everyone can do that, but. Not everyone can have a wildly successful podcast that funds all this stuff,
Yeah. Dollar bills just lining the walls. But, we I don't think we'll be far behind. No. Maybe I'll have one just for content for the pod.
Tell you what, we've got...
Hi, Gnomes.
What have we got now? I've got about 12 minutes out of that.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. You could call it Kev.
Oh, yep. I'll run that by Gnome. You know how I feel about...
Yes.
Revitalising, Gary, Dave, Wayne.
Recycling.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be many, and I think there should be. So I'll run that by gnomes too.
Why don't you get a comma and call it Warry? Righto, Kizza. What do you got for us next, mate? You're running the show. You're running the shambles.
I decided I'd take the reins of Pinko. So I've decided to put you a bit on the spot today.
Righto. Okay, yep.
And it's kind of get to know Kevin time.
Oh,
we know about the surface of us and a little bit about the baby and our partners, but I thought we'd try and get an insight into you.
Yeah, righto, okay.
And with a little...
This could be very dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to tell us a lot about you.
Yes.
We'll probably lose a ton of followers with certain answers.
Yep.
So I've got a little game, but as every good game deserves a intro. And I'm not on the pots and pans. I don't know if anyone... If you're listening but not watching, I'm not on the pots and pans. That's Kevin. So blame him for all audio issues.
So what do you want? What can I do for you?
I don't know. It's my first segment, so a bit of hype, maybe?
Bit of hype.
Oh, whatever. So
this could fall. So flat on its face.
Just maybe a bit of hype.
Righto, hang on. Let's just see if I can...
Give me energy. Yeah, that's...
How's that? That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. You can stay on the pots and pans for another week.
Do you want that, what we call it in the business, do you want that as a bed? So the music just is nice and low like that?
You're saying gibberish to me. I don't understand the terms.
Oh, sorry.
I'm never allowed on the pots and pans. That's probably best, actually. So what I've got is a few little rapid fire questions.
All right.
They're one answer or another. So I'll give you an example. So we'll start with a couple. I'll hit you with them, and then you just respond straight away. Don't be like, because it's whatever your subconscious has got you saying right there, okay?
Righto.
So a few to start with would be dog or cat?
Dog.
Winter or summer?
Winter.
Blue or green?
Blue.
Okay. See, now you got the rhythm.
I feel racist for some reason. What happened? I blacked out. That's never a good sign.
You summer-loving dog freak. This is just to get a little insight into you and what's just sitting on that subconscious.
This is dangerous. So dangerous. Okay, righto.
All right, so you got a bit of a feel for it. So now we're going to ramp it up. Some real key ones here.
Righto.
Some that might throw you through a loop, but I've got about... Oh, there's a fair few, actually. I didn't know I did so many.
Okay, this is good. I like this.
All right, so we'll start it off and ramp it up. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Tomato or barbecue sauce?
Barbecue.
Macca's or Hungry Jack's?
Macca's.
Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
Step Brothers or Anchorman?
Oh, my God. Step Brothers.
Oh, big. Instagram or Facebook?
Insta.
This is an age-old one. MJ or LeBron?
LeBron.
Labour or Liberal or Greens?
Fuck them all.
Schnitzel or steak?
My snitty.
Snitty? Oh, yeah. Oh, your snitty.
My snitty. Yeah, my snitty.
Bachelor or maths?
Maths.
Beer or bourbon?
Bourbon.
Fancy. I can see you swilling it with the ice at the bottom.
And Coke.
Coke Zero. From check episode 2?
Episode 2, Radvertising, ad read 1.
Katy Perry or Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Heroin or ice?
Ice in my bourbon and Coke Zero.
Very well played. Hamish or Andy?
Hamish.
Not the duo.
Hamish.
Yep, fair enough. Ted Bundy or Charles Manson? You sicko.
Bundy, better class of a man, wasn't he?
he watching that little thing on Netflix, he's quite a suave fellow.
He was a handsome man, and anyway, fuck. What do you say?
Netflix or Stan?
Netty.
Holden or Ford? Lousy. Oh, then he went to Ford. Then he went to Holden.
Lousy, except for early 2000s.
Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Stones.
Blonde or brunette?
Blonde. Hello, jeez, brunette. Yeah. Out of my face.
Kizza or Jimmy?
Both. One on each end.
For everyone playing at home, Jimmy's our other mate, and I'm making Kevin choose.
He'll be on the pod.
He'll be on at some point.
But to answer, one on each end. Like a Chinese finger trap.
It's like that footy trip we went on that time. What? Nah, you shouldn't make you choose. Lola or Bryson? No, that's all I got. I thought...
Lola.
So, He's so new. You don't know him yet.
You don't know him. Who's this kid? Turns up.
No, I thought that's all I've got, but I thought
That's so good.
I thought that'll give us a little insight into Kevin, the Coke sipping. What'd you say? Tomato or barbecue?
Well, it depends. Because most if I have a pizza, right, I always like to put an extra bit of barbecue on a pizza.
Yeah, that's true.
But if I have, let's say I'm rocking some potato gems. I'm throwing some tomato on that bad boy.
I'm a bit like that. Chips, gems, tomato.
Chips.
See, I get barbecue meat lovers, so...
Oh, I can't go. What about the Domino's? Could be an ad.
Yep. Jump on
Domino's,
board.
the New York.
Oh, the big...
Oh, get in me.
Jesus.
I'm just going to remove this sweater vest.
Yeah. Also mentioned last week. No, I thought that's going to give us a great insight into you, and I've learned a few things.
Away. There's a few moths that have just come out of my wallet, I think.
You are a father of two now. You have zero money to yourself.
I got nothing. I got a wallet made of moths.
Nice that you dodged the heroin question.
Thank you. Good. I thought that was very cleverly played, actually.
Hard. Step Brothers or Anchorman? I'm Step Brothers.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, a lot of people are... Anytime I ask anyone, it's Anchorman.
Yeah, but see... Anchorman, I don't think has held up that well if you watch it more than 6 or 7 times.
That's right, yeah.
Where Step Brothers, it's every time you watch it, you just get some funny. There's more subtlety to it.
Yeah.
Where like Anchorman is a bit more punch you in the face with the comedy.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because when you watch Anchorman now, I think it's the bit part players that were funny on the side.
Yes.
You were like, oh, they're hilarious. Now they're big stars.
What did you think of Anchorman 2?
I mean, I liked it.
Missed the mark a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, I laughed and it did what it was going to do, but it wasn't like groundbreaking or... No. It kind of relied on the first one a little, like silly jokes, like the whole Brick being a dumb idiot, which everything he did I laughed at, but it kind of... I don't know, it was like, oh, we're just recycling it. But they're so creative, they could have done more with it, they could have pushed a bit more, but yeah.
What was that movie that he did with Marky Mark?
The other guys.
The other guys.
That
is my favourite.
Yeah, that is very good.
That is absolutely my favourite.
The whole scene of Will Ferrell looking like a bit of an idiot and a bit timid, and then he goes home with Marky Mark goes home with him. He's got the hottest wife of all time.
Sorry, what? How?
I don't.
Anytime Mark Wahlberg plays a comedy role.
It's pretty good.
He absolutely nails it.
Smashes.
He just nails it.
So he's one of those guys too. It's like, Hemsworth? Whichever one Thor is.
He'll be the death of my marriage, that bloke.
God, he's funny, good looking, like he just nails it. I hate him.
I hate him.
I hate you, Chris.
I hate him with a passion.
And your brother. And that third brother no one knows.
Who? He did a couple of PK chewing gum commercials, didn't he?
Imagine that family Christmas.
I can't throw shade far out.
Nah, I'd be happy with that.
No, all reports say that they're all super nice.
That's the other thing. Sometimes you hear like you take like Jude Law, girls pine over him, and then you hear sometimes there's some stories about the whole nanny thing that he was whatever. I don't want to be slanderous,
but I guess is he a single man?
He is now, I think. He used to be with Sienna
Miller. Cheating on his wife.
No, I don't know. But all your reports, and then Matt Damon and Hemsworth are hanging out in Byron. Everyone's like, then they have time for everyone. And it's fuck you both.
My brother-in-law was up there with them, with my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. They kind of know those guys, and and we were literally, when we caught up over Easter, we were literally talking about it.
Yeah, right.
And he was talking about Matt Damon, and he was like, mate, he's just the nicest guy. Like, he's so nice. And he was saying how good it is in Australia because a lot of people don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, cool. The question basically is, are you a nice person? If you are, cool.
There you go, mate. Yeah, good. Sweet. He's good in my books.
Yep,
that's
absolutely.
All. That's like our litmus test of...
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go. Good, mate.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, he's a bloody legend.
Yep, exactly. So,
but speaking of siblings, though, off topic a bit, but... Like, even Liam, he's been in some stuff, but imagine being at their family Christmas and it's like, oh, what are you guys doing? And then you ask the other brother, and it's like, the Johns brothers, one's considered the greatest footballer ever, and the other one still did well. He played State of Origin. It's
Reg.
Like, ugh.
The other one's Reg.
Yeah, Reg.
The other one's over in the corner bringing back the beer.
Oh, I've got a character I'm working on. That's great, but I'd like to talk to the immortal.
But who's more successful now?
That's a lot of people say that. Joey's on 9, but Matt's got Empire.
Matt's got more talent.
Yeah, in terms of comedy,
real world stuff. Yeah. He's far more likable. Joey's got
100%.
this walks around with this ego, which of course you'd have an ego, but
yeah, I would.
Yeah, he wanted a massive ego, and
Triple M. He was huge on Triple M breakfast forever.
Yeah,
and then he had his TV stuff. Yeah, you're right.
He's got his podcast now and his show. And
yeah, but then you look at the War Brothers, the cricketers and stuff. It's like far out.
Yep.
Imagine being
still can't tell which one's which.
Yeah, they both got massive heads.
Yes.
Just I don't know why that come to me, but imagine being phenomenal and playing for Australia and still in your own family you're not as good as someone. That would suck.
Well, I mean, that's where you're like a small fish in a big pond.
Yeah, that's true.
Get into the little pond for once. That's what I'd be doing.
Now I know how my brothers feel about me. They're always trying to reach for my heights.
Yeah. Give it a fucking rest.
Oh, can we go back to our last segment, even though you've cut it?
Yeah, go. I can uncut it.
You know when you said Mark Wahlberg's good in funny movies?
Yeah.
I watched Instant Family with Mark Wahlberg. He is not.
Oh, really?
No, it's a nice family movie, but I was like, oh, when you come off like other guys and all the other stuff he's done, it's like, oh yeah, this is a bit of a paycheck.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon he's getting a movie these days?
Couple mil. Oh, it depends.
I'd be way more than that, wouldn't it? He'd be on,
I don't know,
12, 15 mil a movie?
Can we look it up? Can we do in podcast search?
Let me look it up. Let me look it up right now.
Do you need thinking music?
Yeah, give me some thinking music.
Dun, 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 dun. That's the Jeopardy thinking music for everyone playing at home.
I just wrote Mark Wahlberg.
Well, I'll take Mark Wahlberg films for 300.
Right, let's have a look. My Googling usually isn't the best. Let me have a look here. Mark Wahlberg is this year's highest paid actor, banking $68 million in 12 months. Okay, that's pretty good, isn't it?
So you're probably right. He did like 3 movies, did he?
Yeah, be about that.
3 or 4. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Gee whiz, $68 million.
What would you do with $68 million?
A better podcast.
Hey, what, a podcast partner or setup or what?
I'd get some new guests.
I'd leave my wife.
I'd pay. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't actually.
I was joking, Jess. He's never said that ever.
I've really grown fond of her.
She's all right.
I'll bloody keep her. She's a fine figure of a woman. I'm just reading more about Wahlberg. Oh, actually, you know what, Kizza? The other day, this is off topic. When things were sort of happening with the imminent arrival of, the boy king.
Oh, young Simba.
With young Simba.
I forgot his other name.
I had to duck up to the shops.
Yeah.
So I went up there. It was like, I don't know, 8:30, 8:45 sort of thing. So sort of as the staff are getting to the shops and opening.
Yeah, right.
And you're like one of those.
If it was me, 8:59.
Yeah, super committed. Because I want to talk to you about your performance.
Yeah. What?
Eat a dick.
Yeah. I was here a minute before
my
opening.
Performance. Was I here on time? Yeah, but I want you here earlier. It's not going to happen, bro.
That's all I was asked, and that's all I'm giving.
I've got a lot on at home. I don't want to talk about it. But basically, I noticed this amazing phenomenon.
Mm.
There was no dads up there. There was no men other than yours truly.
Like a food shop or like shop like a Westfield?
No, what it was, mate, having a wife that has to wrangle a toddler daily, they were just out of the house to get some fucking peace and quiet. They all were pushing bugaboos with a coffee in one hand and just letting the kids run out. And I thought, you know what? I get that.
Oh, pick me. Can I guess what they were wearing?
Go. Yeah. Hello. This is easy.
Just like a t-shirt and like gym tights?
Yeah, pretty much.
So to profile you all, we accept women on this podcast.
LJ, Lorna Jane.
Yeah. Oh, that's so typical.
Yep. No, they were. And I thought,
good on them.
That's what I thought. I actually thought, good on you. You're out because you probably want to hurt these children a lot. Yeah. And you just chucked them in the car, got them up to the shop so you could
distract them.
They just wanted to see other humans.
Get a baby Chino?
Yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, sorry, no marshmallows, too much sugar. He's going to have a sleep soon.
Little Billy.
But I saw one dad and we both looked at each other and we gave each other that, up here for your wife, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good on you.
Have at it.
Godspeed.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I just thought, these poor women just trying to get out and keep their sanity.
Yeah, it would be like a bit tiresome. Like, imagine dealing with it all day and it... maybe I won't have kids the pod.
Honestly, it's pretty draining. It is super draining.
But the kid is so dependent on them as well.
Yeah.
Like they for food and everything.
Well, mum's everything.
Yeah.
Mum's absolutely everything.
Again, we're just idiots who hang around.
Yeah, we get home and go, just give me some peace and quiet. I'm trying to wind down, all right? I've had a tough day. Oh, what? Talking to people? Seeing people?
I'd quit the pod if you were that guy. I'm out.
Mate, honestly, it's just like... Oh, I remember, like, the first time I had to look after our little one, and she was maybe, I don't know, only a few months old, and it was, like, for 3 hours.
Yeah, right. Hectic.
The house was a shit fight.
Yeah,
I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, right.
I could not handle it. I'm like texting her, you far away? Everything's good. I'm going, fucking hell, like, who is this kid?
Her face is really red. Is that normal?
Yeah, is that normal?
I remember Christmas Day, about 2 years ago, my nephew come in, he's about 3, so full of energy, understands Santa, just peaking like he's had 1,000 lines of Coke. Like, just, whoa!
Well, it's sugar, isn't it? It's kids' Coke.
Yeah. So they've really hyped him up, and he's come in, and I'm like, hey, buddy, how you going? Trying to reach his levels, which no one is.
No one is,
And he's come in, I met him at the door, and in that 30-second interaction, he had run through my legs and back out and back around.
Yep.
And then he like gave me a hug, jumped down, and then he snotted me in the leg.
Yes.
And he's like, Uncle Kizza. And then he asked 1,000 times, where are the presents? And then he turned, got so distracted within a second, turned to the blinds next to him, which is next to the door, and he's pulling up, down, up, down, up, down. And then he disappeared. And I'm like,
how old is he?
He's 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're a fucking maniac.
Yeah, unless you're bringing one finger up the nose and your hand down your pants, you're not bringing that energy.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was like, and me and Gnomes were discussing children. I was like, maybe we'll just put the brakes on it, eh?
It's mental. Well, Lola's at that age now too, where like she wears these cool boots and shoes and all that sort of stuff.
Bit of sass.
And a bit of sass. She's at that age where I'll carry her, and her feet hang right at the level of the old Spudsaurus, and she might like swing her feet. And she clicks you right in the balls.
Shot.
And all you got to do, babe, take the child, and you just got to crawl up in the fetal position, and you're just going, and just got to push them back down out of your throat. And they don't mean it, of course. They just think, Daddy did a funny.
No, Jess told her to.
That's
it's
right.
a setup.
Yeah, exactly. But everything's kicking and
Yeah, I don't know. I just have interactions sometimes. I'm like, holy shit. That was literally about 30 to 40 seconds, that interaction with him.
Yeah, kids are mental. And then you throw sugar, you throw any type of, even fruit, even too much fruit.
It's got a buzz.
Will make kids bounce off a roof.
Yeah. I know I'm safe in saying this because I know you guys are 100% not like this, but have you noticed people lose their identity when they have a child? Identity.
Expand on it, because I think I know what you mean, but let's help the listeners.
I've got not even friends. They're like kind of friend that I had, a friend of a friend that you kind of, those people that linger on your Facebook or whatever.
Yeah, stalkers.
And they're
ex-girlfriends.
Used to climb that palm and have a look in. But they before baby, and okay, I'll preface it with 110 million% understand that having a baby is like the craziest, and you've even said this week, you're emotional, it just sends you for 6. Like, I get it. He's been crying all day, it's ridiculous. But like, and then sometimes I get that baby is your everything, but you lose yourself and your purpose and your identity and stuff like that. And some people who are really funny and would be very outgoing and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden it's just baby picture, and it's just like, and I get that, but there's one each day, whatever people want to do, but then when it's just like everything, and I just look at it and go, I literally don't know that person, their whole world is that, and then the baby will grow up and they'll just have nothing.
Kizza, babies are like bills.
Bills?
No one gives a fuck about them except for you and the person you owe money to.
I might get that tattooed on my back. No, going a bit deep there. It's just something I've noticed.
But you are right.
Change.
I'm conscious of it because I looked at my Insta before kids and it was like, my race car and golf and all this sort of stuff. And then as soon as the first one comes along, it's here's a picture, and then it might be a picture of the dog or whatever. But I'm not all the time.
That's what I mean. But it would be my example of this would be you never playing golf. If I come to you and said, "Kev, play golf," probably haven't played in 2-3 years. Like that was your most favourite hobby.
Yep.
And you had to get rid of the race car. It was dangerous and expensive.
Both very true.
And it'd be like, yeah, I don't really take Millie to the park, and I don't play golf anymore, and I don't.
We
see
actually
my
put the
mates.
dog down.
Put a stop to that. I don't see my mates anymore. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, we just sit inside, and they're always cooped up as well.
Yeah, it's not good for anyone.
No.
It's not good for the kids. It's not good for the mum. It's not good for the dad. You've got to get out and, get your personal life still happening.
Yeah, just things that made you before. You just got to let them not disappear.
But then on the other side too is these maniacs that go, "Oh, we're not letting this kid affect our lifestyle," and they're down like getting on the bungers, and the kid's in like one of those little carriers sitting at the beery on the ground, and there's like broken glass around it, and you're like, right, this is great parenting.
Yeah, you're 100% right. It goes the complete other way.
Yeah, it's like 10:30, and
as if it's just a tennis ball.
She's over there going, "Shut up, I'm trying to cheat on your father." Getting tuned.
A baby's allowed in the pokey area?
Yeah, that's sweet.
All right.
Tell him to put that ciggy out, he's underage.
A fun fact, a friend of mine at our local beery, which like has a Sunday session.
Yep, no, well,
his baby
not for years.
Yeah. His baby was at about 3, it was getting towards summer, so about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
They went to lunch there and we all caught up with them. And they had the baby there, and when the Sunday session, again, that's up there with my, the boys.
The boys, like, yeah.
Sunday sesh. Like, Anyway, that's
so
my personal
2012,
thing.
Isn't it? Just relax.
But at about, 2 o'clock when it started to kick off and everyone starts arriving, like, "Oh, mate, you're going to have to get that baby out of here. It's over 18s. It's like, it can't do anything.
Oh, sorry, bro. Is it starting some fights, is it?
Yeah.
Is it glassed someone? You fucking maniac.
Oh, man. And
why don't you check out Jono over there jumping the fence, who's on ice, who's about to kick things off, and let us not worry about this kid.
Yeah, the sketchy lad over there dealing pills to everyone.
Yeah, old Peter Pill Popper over there.
Yeah, they're just a few of my little things that wander around in my head.
You're right. But also, don't take a kid to a Sunday sesh. I think that's in the handbook.
That's true, yeah.
I think that's number 3 or number 4 in the handbook.
It's probably a side note that seckies will try and arc up about anything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm just having a smoke. This is a smoking area. Oh, yeah.
And the only way around
I'll
it
be
is to
watching.
go, "Don't worry, bro. He's a Kiwi too." Then you'd be sweet.
Amazing.
Yeah, check it out. He's got a half sleeve.
Should we start writing on the wall people we're going in on? Vegans. I just went in on mothers. Kiwis.
Oh, no way.
Sorry, I ruined that, didn't I?
Oh, that's all right. Hey, do you know what I noticed the other day? And I wanted to talk to you about this. I wanted to get your opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a kid, how often would you come across a bird bath? A bit.
Yeah, you would actually.
Yeah.
Especially in Nans, and then just in general.
Yep.
You drive past, and they're always in the middle, aren't they?
It was in the middle.
Yeah.
My nan had one that was it was a bird bath / wishing well type of thing.
I'm with it, yeah.
So it was
that
like
white ceramic looking.
Well, it was like built up with like stacked stone, and even had a roof on it. Like she was.
Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, I know.
Was flash.
No expense spared.
But I thought, I haven't seen a bird bath in decades.
All us young renovators.
Where have they gone?
I don't know.
And what are the birds doing?
Are they dehydrated?
I don't know what they're doing.
No, it's a fair question.
Where are they getting H2O? Explain this shit.
Instead of having it bloody mailed to them.
Honestly,
put out there.
And the thing was, no, it's the most middle class thing
it is a bit.
You can do is have a bird bath back. Like your nan could have a bird bath.
Middle class trying to claim higher class.
It's a Kath and Kim.
Yeah, it is.
It's a Kath and Kim.
It is a bit.
And I thought
well, we're doing pretty well. Have you seen our bird bath?
I know. You should check out the old BB out the back of there. There's a bit of a bird bath.
No, we don't want to see it. It's 2019.
I know. And I thought, is the equivalent. I was thinking, like, what do people do now to show off their status of upper middle class want to be? And I thought, it's cushions on beds.
Different. Yeah.
It's cushions on beds. Because if you go upstairs, we have 2 like queen, and we've got a king bed, and then we've got in our spare room we've got a queen, and then obviously the kiddies have cots and stuff like that. But between a lounge and 2 beds, I think we've got about 174 cushions.
Do you karate chop them?
Oh,
when you have to style them?
Of course. Every day's a viewing day, isn't it?
Shayna Blaze taught me on the block.
You never know who could come over at any time and judge you by your cushions.
No, you're 100% right. I haven't seen... I drive around a lot for work, as you know, so...
Scoping out babes.
Yeah, chicks. There's heaps of places I'm not allowed within 200 feet. But, yeah, no, you're 100% right. I haven't seen one, probably because us millennials...
We don't get into it.
We go, and if they have one, it's getting a sledgehammer immediately.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, the cushion thing is ridiculous. And I don't get it because... It's meant to be all like about neat and tidy and presentation.
Yes.
And I know no one's in the bed when you take them off, but it gives me hives more when all those cushions hit the deck and it's so messy in the room.
Yep, I'm hearing it.
I don't get it.
Do you know what I do? This is my passive-aggressive type of mentality.
No.
Every cushion, because this isn't a decision of mine. Every cushion that we have on our bed goes straight onto the wife's side on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I don't put them at the base on the floor. I put them all on her side. So she's got to step over them every night.
She wants to get up and get a drink. It's like walking on lily pads on a
Isn't
pond.
that so childish?
Yeah. No, it's good. If you want to get out of bed, you got to remember they're there and run the
If this is what you want, I'm cool. I'm cool with the cushions. But you've got a course that you've got to try and transverse.
Like, remember Gladiators? Where you got to get to
I say to her, she's like, do you want to go to bed? I say, Jess, are you ready?
What's Mike Whitney doing in my bedroom?
I'm Mike Whitney.
Side note, great show, Who Dares Wins.
Great show.
We could host.
We could
want
host.
to reboot? Just putting a name out there.
$50. Suck on this bull dick. And everyone. Yeah, I know, it's probably clean.
Fuck it.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, whatever.
Has this been boiled? Yeah, mate, it's been boiled.
Sure.
in the sun. Hey, Kizz, last week we had a radvertising, right, for our dear friends, the small franchise, your local guy, McDonald's.
Yeah. The local corner store.
Yeah, that's right. And I was thinking, I've got a little theory about Ronald McDonald.
Oh, no. Is it good? Because...
Well, I don't know. I just want to run this by you. Because I was just wondering, like, where's all the McDonald's characters gone?
Yeah, you don't see him anymore.
They've disappeared. I've got a theory. Right? So, the movie It came out like the late 70s or whatever it was. The very first one.
Very first, yep. Frightening.
Terrifying. Then it finished. Then, of course, Ronald McDonald comes out.
Okay.
And you know he's a criminal, right?
Is he?
Of course he is. Hangs out with the Hamburglar.
You know how much I like the Golden Arches. Stop doing this.
Just saying, hangs out with the Hamburglar.
Yeah, no, yep.
They're mates.
And that's Susso Grimace.
Yeah. Then, It 2 comes out. 2015, 16, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Oh, you think that's
Ronald's
responsible?
Ronald's gone.
So you think it's It?
I think he's it.
Yeah, right. He's had a good run.
I think what has happened, right? He got done for his crimes, and they went, "This is too big. We got to protect him." Put in witness protection. Found new employment. Became Ronald.
He's easy to disguise.
It's easy to disguise. Just a fucking clown, mate.
Massive feat.
Then it gets to him. It builds up over the years. The resentment. He's working for the man. Builds up. Right down the gutter. Yeah. Goes down. It 2 disappears.
Yeah, right.
He's in the clink.
Is he? With that Susso Grimace. Who were Grimace, Hamburglar, Ronald?
Well, I looked up the other day. There was heaps of them.
They the main ones?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
There was heaps and heaps.
Heaps, yeah,
right. But it's got to be him.
I appreciate your theory.
What do you reckon?
And I'm on board.
Yeah, you love it?
Yeah. I'll well, you can't ignore the timeline.
I'm just saying if I was a detective,
which you are,
which I am, I'd be looking at old Ronald as It.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Your timeline's spot on. There's enough
circumstantial evidence.
That's the one, circumstantial evidence.
Yep.
There's a motive because he's got red hair.
A lot of anger.
Yeah,
anger. A lot of anger.
Yeah, I'll run with that. Yep. I like it.
As I said, he's a criminal because he's with the Hamburglar. Kizza, before we go, I had to just tell you this because something happened the other day. I was just howling with laughter, and it's been happening for years, to be honest. And we touched on this a little while ago on the pod where I have a dog and I have a cat, and we were chatting about whether your cat would beat up my cat, and we kind of we didn't really come to an answer. We thought maybe your cat would probably win, but just purely because he's a fruitcake.
I think we said it on you got to watch the quiet ones with your cat.
Yeah.
And mine puffs his chest out and talks a big game, but might not when he's in the ring.
Maybe when he's tested, he might crumble. Yeah.
So,
well, I was thinking, right, and I was looking at the dynamic between my dog, who's a big dog, and the cat. And the cat has the dog petrified. And it's been like this for years.
Yeah.
Absolutely petrified.
Big German Shepherd too.
Yeah. So the dog is a female. And the cat is a male. And the dynamic that I've seen, they're both rescues, but we'd like to think they rescued us.
Oh, it's so good. How do you know a vegan's a vegan? They tell you. How do you know if you got rescue pets? They tell you immediately.
Yeah, exactly. He's a rescue.
How do you know Kev does CrossFit? He tells you and wears it all over his shirt.
I don't actually do CrossFit. I think it's a joke. I want to keep my ACLs intact. Put the CrossFitters up on the wall too. We're going after them.
Vegans, Kiwis, scaffolders.
Scaffolders. I didn't say anything about scaffolders.
Oops.
But I noticed I've been noticing the dynamic between the two of them. And as I said, the dog's a female and the cat's a male, and it's a typical kind of male-female dynamic because all the dog does, and as I said, she's 40 kilos. Yeah. The cat's 5 or 4.
8 times bigger than me.
Completely. All the dog does is try its whole time to be friends with the cat. To try and get the cat to like it. And the cat, typical fucking male. Nah, not interested.
Stubborn.
Until it goes, oh yeah, hey, come over here. No, I'll be your friend. Come over here. Dog comes, whack, just scratches it.
Oh, really?
Hits the, and the dog whimpers out. The dog could bite it and bite it in half.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is so funny. So it's like I've got this domestic violent relationship inside my own home. And the dog, and all the dog wants to do is just, he does love me. When he's good, it's good. Yeah. When he's good, it's so good. He's so attentive.
That's so funny.
And then the cat gets on the sauce all day and sorts the fucking dog out.
Just let me relax and calm down.
Yeah, Jesus, I've been at work all day chasing Rosellas down the backyard.
So you're saying that when Millie, the cat only wants in once it's so Millie's up on the lounge with you guys and hanging out and...
Well, she's not on the lounge anymore.
Well, you know what I mean. Hanging out in the backyard and then the cat's just prancing around and then hang on a minute.
Yep.
I want a part of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because you go to any pub or club around Australia and you'll see the same dynamic.
I just quietly hope my cat flogs yours, you domestic violent cat.
I reckon that'll do it, Kizz.
Yeah, I got heaps of places to be and stuff.
I better go upstairs and see if these humans I've created are still hanging around.
Props to Jess for letting you just continue with our podcast.
She's a weapon.
She's a weapon.
She's a weapon. And if she ever listens to this, she'll hear back and go, oh, he actually does really like me. I guess after I divorced him, I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. I might listen to his podcast.
Yeah. Oh, no. It's no, she did amazing. So shout out to her and all the lovely mums who have had to go through it.
Good on you.
Yep. Good on them.
What do you feel? How do you think about this one?
Shit house, mate.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think I'll go back to
delete
next week. No, you did well. You did well. It was, as I said, I came in so underprepared.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention it.
It was like, I'm going to do the city to surf. Mate, you got to train for that.
It's next week.
Mate, I do CrossFit.
I've already paid my entrance fee. I do CrossFit.
I do CrossFit and I got some new ASICs. $280.
Orthopedics inside.
Yeah, they're meant to be good.
No, I feel good. I felt I came in strong with my segment. We learned a lot about Kevin.
Probably too much, to be honest. I think a lot of people will be sending emails.
Hey, pull back that curtain and let us in. Oh, hang on, that's weird.
Mate, after a week of going through childbirth, I don't know if that's the right choice of words.
That's why I'm not allowed in Maya anymore.
Thank you everyone for listening. We've actually had some pretty good download numbers. I know we joke about it. We sort of say no one's listening, but people actually are listening, which is really good. So we'd love it if you could leave a review for us. We are on YouTube. This will go up in full on YouTube, and we sort of cut it down into clips, and you can digest it maybe a little bit easier that way.
Bit of traction through Instagram too.
Little bit
little
on
snippets.
I think we're nearing in on 100 followers. Kizza.
Stop it. Legit too.
A legit 100.
Not family, friends, and bots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, thanks everyone. We will be back next week. Maybe I'll have another baby. Who knows? Who knows? Kizza, any final words, thoughts, questions, comments?
Thank you for allowing me to be on this podcast once again.
Legend.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.